Hello and welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm Mike.
I'm Rainbow.
And thank you, Rainbow. Thank you, everyone, for coming back to join us for part 2 of our story this month, The Golden Windows.
Okay, so let's backtrack about what happened yesterday.
Yeah, we know what the golden windows are.
So far we've met a young boy who has a very hard life on a farm. So he works on the farm with his parents and he doesn't seem to have a lot of fun.
No, I think that's fair to say. They don't have a rich farm, these people, so life is pretty tough. They wake up early in the morning, as farmers do. They work all day, and, well, that's about it. There's not a whole lot else they do. They're just working hard all the time. They're quite poor, and also because of that, they don't have the extra money to hire some other workers to help, so that just means they work even harder.
And they do this 7 days a week, 365 days a year. There are no holidays, no fancy shopping trips for them. They can never think about anything like that. But the little farm boy does have one thing that he looks forward to every single day during sunset. When he finishes work, he takes a 1-hour break all to himself.
Right, and he uses this little time every day, this little free time that he gets, he uses it to do something that he really enjoys. That's good. He takes a short walk to a hill near his house. Yeah, he walks to the hill, gets up to the top of it, and from the top of that hill, he can see another hill a few miles away.
So at the top of that hill, there's another house. And this house was very special because it had golden windows on it. Oh, that's right. Windows made of gold.
That's right. Shiny golden windows. And when the boy would look at this house far away with these fancy, expensive, shiny golden windows, he would think about the people who lived there. And he would imagine probably what a wonderful life that they must have if they can have these windows that seem to be made of gold and they shine like bright diamonds. Wow, so special.
So that's pretty much where we left off. So I think it's a good idea to keep going on in the story. But first, let's look at all of today's new vocabulary.
That's a great idea.
在第二天的文章里面，男孩的父亲给了他1天的假期，真的是非常特别的一天。男孩会遇到什么样的事情呢？我们先来看几个单字。第一个单字 earn， 赢得是个动词。英文有一句片语 earn a living， 就是赚钱过活。以什么样的东西工作为生的意思。You'll have to work hard to earn a living. You'll have to work hard to earn a living. 你必须努力工作才能赚钱生活。第二个单字 waste， 浪费是个动词。小时候妈妈常跟我们说 Don't waste your food。Don't waste your food. 不要浪费你的食物。第三个单字 shake， 摇动。摆动是个动词，它的动词三态是 shake、shook、shaken. The baby shook his head. The baby shook his head. 那个婴儿摇了头，不知道他想要表达什么，不知道是点头还是摇头。Shake his head. 最后一个单字 glass。玻璃是个名词，要注意它被当玻璃的意思是不可数的哦。Be careful, there is glass on the floor. Be careful, there is glass on the floor. 小心地上有玻璃。好了，我们现在看完单字例句，一起来看课文。
One day, the boy's father called him over. He said, "You worked really hard, so you earned a day off. Don't waste it and try to learn something good." The boy thanked his father. Then he left home and started walking to the far hill. It was a nice walk, and after a while, he came to the house. Explanation 1.
Okay, so our story for today seems to start a little bit after we last saw the boy staring over at the house with the golden windows. So let's start reading to find out what's going on now in day 2. The first sentence of our story tells us, one day, the boy's father called him over. Hey, son, come over here. All right, okay, so I guess the father wants to tell the boy something. I wonder what that could be. Anyway, we'll find out after Daphne tells us all about the first grammar point of the day.
大家好，我是 Daphne。今天的第一则文法是 A calls B over， 意思是 A 叫 B 过来。Call 是及物动词，意思是呼唤、召唤。Over 是副词，意思是从一边至另一边。A calls B over， 字面意思就是 A 呼唤 B 从一边到另一边，也就是 A 叫 B 过来。例如 Lana called her dog over， Lana 把小狗叫过来。
Okay, we are back. So,The boy's father wanted to tell him something. It's all very mysterious. That's about all that we know. So, what do you say we get back to reading so that we can find out what's going on?
Oh, that's a good idea. The next sentence says, he said, that's the father to the boy,
Okay.
you worked really hard, so you earned a day off. What? One whole day off? That never happens,
Wow.
right? He works 365 days a year. So the boy never gets a day off, so it's a big deal.
That is a big deal. Of course, on a farm, you do pretty much have to work every day, even, Christmas Day or Chinese New Year. So definitely, working 7 days a week is what the boy is used to, of course. So having a full day off, a full day all to himself, to do anything that he wants is quite a gift. And the father also tells the boy this. The father says, don't waste it and try to learn something good. Okay, that's actually some pretty good advice from the father. I'm not sure if this family has like a TV or video games or things like that, but basically the father doesn't want the boy to just be a couch potato for a day and just spend the day hanging around the house reading comic books or taking naps or, wasting time. He wants his son to use the time wisely and see if he can, find something to do to improve himself, learn something or have a new experience, not just sit around wasting his time.
That's a good goal. Yeah. Okay, so this day that the boy thought would be just like any other day suddenly turned into a gift. Instead of working in the fields all day, he's free to do whatever he wants to do, just learn something. So next we read, the boy thanked his father.
Thank you, Father.
Oh, of course, because it's really nice of his dad to do this for him, because I'm sure his parents would have to do extra work for him to have the day off, right? So all the pigs, the chickens, the cows still need food and everything is normal, but the boy gets a day off, so they have to work harder.
That is a very good point. But for the little boy at least, well, he has the day free of all of those normal farm jobs that he usually does. So, what did the boy decide to do? Well, next, after thanking his father, thank you, Father, it says, then he left home and started walking to the far hill.
Oh, yes. He's curious because he's been looking at those golden windows and he knows something's there, and I knew he was going to go to that hill.
So he's going to walk all the way over there. Well, yeah, sure, it makes sense, right? He's always wondered about the house with the fancy golden windows and the people who live inside that house on that hill far away. But remember, this house is far away. The article yesterday said it's miles away, or, many kilometers away. Remember? I hope he has time to make it all the way there and then back again before night because, wolves might eat him.
Oh, true.
I don't know. It happens in stories.
Okay, so as we keep reading, it looks like the walk wasn't too bad, and I think the weather was good because as we're reaching our break, the article says it was a nice walk. And after a while, he came to the house. Well, that was fast. Okay, so he's there at the house with the golden windows. So I wonder what he will find there or who he will find there.
Me too. And we will all find out after we get back from this quick break. So we'll see you soon.
He knocked on the door and a woman answered. He told her about the golden windows. The woman shook her head and said, "Poor farmers like us only have glass windows."
Explanation 2.
Welcome back. So, the little farm boy in our story has been given a wonderful surprise by his hard-working father. He can take the whole day off.
Whoa, yeah, and we know that he normally works from sun up to sundown 7 days a week. So this is a really special gift. But his father just had one piece of advice for his son. He said, don't waste the day by just staying at home. Go out and learn something useful.
Yeah, so the boy decided that what he wanted to do with his free day was to walk to the house that he looks at every day that's over on a hill a few miles away from his house. He's seen that when he looks at this house every evening, as he does, the house has golden windows, but it's quite a distance away. So now, though, with the day off, he's got the time to try to walk over to that house, to see it up close, and maybe even meet the people who live inside. It should be quite an adventure.
Yes! 男孩决定使用这一天的假期，前往着有金窗的山丘。虽然距离有点遥远，而且有点冒险，但旅途非常愉快。Adventure 就是冒险的意思。So, after a nice long walk, the boy finally reached the house. Let's keep on reading to see what happens. The next sentence says, he knocked on the door, and a woman answered. Hello? Oh, good. Someone was home. So, of course, it wouldn't be great if he went there and nobody was home. So, he's going to meet this old woman.
Yeah, to go there all that way, knock on the door, and find out they've gone on holiday or they're not home or something. That would be disappointing. But someone is there, so that is great. We'll find out who this lady who lives in the house with the golden windows is right after Daphne tells us all about the second grammar point of the day. So stay right there because we'll be right back.
第二则文法是 knock on something， 意思是敲击、敲打某物。knock 是不及物动词，意思是敲、击、打，后方以介系词 on 引出敲打的物品。例如 The police officer knocked on the car's window. 警察敲了敲车窗。
All right, so there's the boy. He's reached the house with the golden windows, and after knocking on the door, a woman has answered. Who is she? Is she some rich lady?
Yes.
Why are her windows golden? How much do they cost? Are they easy to clean? So many questions, and we can only get the answers from reading on. So let's do that now. So the boy is standing there looking at the woman who lives in the golden house with the golden windows, or something like that. And as it says, he told her about the golden windows.
Oh.
Right, the whole story about how he looks at the beautiful windows every evening and how special the house looks from that hill far away where he lives. He tells her everything about it.
Okay, so the boy's story, as he goes on, he's very excited.
Yeah, sure.
But it seems to confuse the lady who lives there.
Huh?
So as we reach the end of today, The story says, the woman shook her head and said, poor farmers like us only have glass windows. What? So the windows aren't gold? Or maybe she doesn't know about her gold windows?
How would you not know about your own windows? No, she's saying they're just normal windows. She's poor. We don't have the money. What are you talking about, you crazy kid? No, apparently not. The people who live there, they aren't rich at all. They're just poor, hardworking farmers like the boy and his family. No money, normal windows, no big deal. Wow, so this boy must be shocked. And I hate to say it, probably a little bit disappointed. After all this time thinking, wow, those windows are golden, they're so great. This long walk, he spent his whole day off coming over. He discovers that the house with golden windows, it's just a house with windows. Glass, normal, boring windows, just like his own windows. Hey, no big deal.
Sad?
Yeah, a little bit of a downer.
男孩好不容易走到那间有金色的窗户的房子的时候，发现那其实不是金窗，只是玻璃窗而已。怎么会这样呢？不得不说有点令人失望哦。Disappointed， 失望的、难过的，而 downer 就是用来表达令人沮丧的事。Oh, okay, well, there you go. Sorry to end today with a downer, but I hope tomorrow's part of the story is a bit happier. We will see you then tomorrow. Until then,
Bye.
bye.
The golden windows. One day, the boy's father called him over. He said, "You worked really hard, so you earned a day off. Don't waste it and try to learn something good." The boy thanked his father. Then he left home and started walking to the far hill. It was a nice walk, and after a while, he came to the house. He knocked on the door, and a woman answered. He told her about the golden windows. The woman shook her head and said, "Poor farmers like us only have glass windows."
各位同学大家好，我是季安老师。我们今天来看一下应答问题questions and response。今天要来看一下 what 或者是 which 了 ，OK？ 他问的呢 what 就什么嘛 ，which 是哪一个，所以呢何者什么 ，alright？ 关键字词注意哦 ，what 加名词，比如说 what time、what kind 等等的 ，what people、what person 等等的 ，what kind of 什么 ，what kind of tool do you need？OK？、which 后面也可以加名词哦 ，which one of these 什么东西，所以它的关键词是什么呢？听到 what 或者是 which 的时候，真正的关键词就是这一个 ，OK？ 所以听到 what、听到 which 不够，你还要听这个名词儿 ，OK？ 听到这个名词。好，那问句的形式有哪一些啊 ？What is the standard rate？ 所以它重点是 standard rate 标准的这个费率是啥嘞 ？What time does the meeting start？ 所以关键字 what time 对不对？这个重点时间嘛。Which of these pencils？Which pencils？ 是不是？你听到疑问词 what 跟 which， 然后还要听另外一个关键字词pencils。Which coffee shop？ 所以 coffee shop 这个是重点 ，OK？Should we meet at？ 我们要在哪一间咖啡厅碰面呢？这边比较常见的回答，标准的回答What is the standard shipping rate？OK？、那 depends on the weight of the package。看一下这一个包裹的重量 ，depends on。OK？What time？那就是时间啦 ，It begins at 3 p.m. Which of these pencils is yours？ 哪一个是你的？在讲哪一个的时候，很常见的回答就是什么什么 one。OK？The red one is mine。OK？ 红色的这个是我的。Which coffee shop should we meet at？ 哪一个 ？OK？Which 的话，很常用 one。The one next to the post office。或者什么 ？Either one is good， 哪一间都好了，是不是可能有两个选择啊 ？Either one is good， 哪个都可以。All right， 然后我们看一下这边的例子啊。
What topping should we get?
A. I'll never be the best. B.
cheese and pepperoni. C. It's dangerous to go up there now.
Alright， 这个字大家可能比较不熟，我们再听一次。
What topping should we get?
What topping？OK，T-O-P，然后加了 ing。What topping should we get？ 这是什么？馅料，放在披萨上面的馅料，所以你要听一下什么是馅料。
What topping should we get?
A. I'll never be the best. B. Cheese and pepperoni. C. It's dangerous to go up there now.
Alright， 所以答案很明显，对不对？B. Cheese and pepperoni。好，这 cheese 跟这个腊肠哦，意大利的这个腊肠。What topping should we get？OK， 所以答案是 B。那这个 get 跟这个 best 类似的发音呢 ？It's dangerous to go up there now。为什么会有这个呢？因为 topping top 跟 up 就是在上面，是类似的这个发音或是类似相关的字词，混淆你的。OK， 好，再来。What 跟 which 加名词回答的范例就长这个样子。What days 重点就是 day， 对不对？What days 它的重点我们说了，那关键字词就是这个名词你看写这么大 ，OK 很重要。What days do you do laundry? Only on Sundays。礼拜几啊？那就只有礼拜天咯。再来 ，What color does she like the most? Color， 所以呢 ，green seems to be her favorite。直接回答 ，OK。What time？时间 it'll probably start around 5， 差不多是5点的时候开始所以这个 what time 就给它时间。所以有没有 what which 后面的名词，这才是真正的重点。Which bills still need to be paid？ 还有哪些账单要付呢？Just the water bill, I think. OK， 只有水费了。OK， 好，以上是我们今天的课程内容，我们下堂课见，拜拜。
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny， 又到我们1分钟的单元喽。那我们今天是要用1分钟的时间来复习4个单字，也会造4个例句。同学们，您都准备好了没？好，1分钟计时，开始。第一个单字呢，它可以表达赚钱的赚这个动词，或是赢得、挣得的这些意思，它是叫做 earn。Earn 是动词 ，His hard work earned him a promotion。他努力工作，为自己争取到升迁 ，promotion 就是升迁。OK， 第二单字它是表达浪费，浪费要怎么说呢？它叫做 waste。我们可以用 waste 后面加金钱或时间 ，Don't waste money on junk food。别把钱浪费在垃圾食物上，好吗？好，第三个单词呢，它可以表达是这种震动、摇动、摆动的意思，它叫做 shake。那动词三态特别注意哦，它叫做 shake、shook、shaken。The man shook his head and sighed。那名男子他摇摇头，然后叹了一口气。好，第四个单词是玻璃，玻璃要怎么说呢？叫做 glass 变成复数 glasses 就可以表达眼镜了嘛 ？OK，the straw is made of glass， 这根吸管是玻璃制成的。好，太好啦！我们在1分钟之内复习完4个单字喽，然后也照旧练习了，同学们表现很棒，那一样要多多复习哦。我们下次见，拜拜。
See you next time.